Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all another story. So, I was living in Indiana, and we had just moved back from Vegas to Indiana, and it was my husband and my four kids, and we were staying with his mom. Didn't want to stay with his mom anymore, and my great grandmother had passed and left the house, and so I told my mother I wanted to purchase the house from her. So I told my husband, I said, full disclosure, this house has spirits in it. And he was like, oh, I don't believe none of that. We need a place to stay, whatever. I said, okay, all right, say less. Let's just move. So move into the house, and paranormal stuff starts happening. Of course, my husband did not believe it. He was like, y'all just making stuff up. Until like I kept telling him, I was like, stuff keeps happening. I'm telling you, this house has spirits in it, and stuff is constantly going wrong. Like the lights would flicker, and you have the door closed, but it looked like somebody's pacing. You'll see the shadow underneath the door, like somebody's pacing in front of your door, and you'll hear the footsteps. And you open the door, there's nobody there. And the kids were experiencing paranormal activity. Like there was a basement. This is one of the old houses that had a basement, and in the basement door always stayed closed. And the kids would be in the kitchen because the basement door was in the kitchen, and they would hear the door rattle like somebody's trying to get in, and they would be afraid. They hated staying there. I hated staying there. And then my husband at the time, he was like, I don't believe none of that, and this and that and the other. Well, when you challenge in a spirit, what happened? So he was asleep in bed, and he said he heard somebody whisper his name and snatch the covers off of him. After that, he was ready to move. He did not want to stay there no more. I bet you believe him. You believe me now. But yeah, that's one of the paranormal stories when I was staying in a house in Indiana. But Indiana has a lot of houses that have paranormal activity, just like the Demon House in Gary, Indiana, and that house was in Gary, Indiana. The house that we had, that my great grandmother had, and I purchased it from my mother. So yeah, that's one of those houses.